Pineapple Adventurer's latest adventure is called Volcano Chasing. My friend Yi from China and I talked about seeing Kilauea erupt live. She came to Hawaii for vacation and one Sunday night, she mentioned there was glowing activity. So, the next afternoon, after it had not erupted, we spontaneously decided to book flights, an Airbnb, a rental car, because she said it was possible it could erupt that Monday night, Tuesday early morning, according to her intel, which was from a Chinese volcano chasers group on the Red Note app. We got to Hilo Airport Monday night, bought goods at KTA, and checked into our Airbnb, but instead of a growing activity, it subsided. I was also working remotely and had to figure out how to get Wi-Fi out there in the Volcano National Park and town of Volcano because it's a somewhat rural area. Our original plan was for 2 nights. On Tuesday, we heard volcanic activity was dropping, so we went on a short side quest to see Mauna Kea for sunset. My friend used Red Note in order to find a Chinese group with a 4x4 Jeep Wrangler. I ended up doing the drive up. It was very cold, 40 Fahrenheit, and windy. And that's because if you look at my Garmin watch here, it was 14,000 feet elevation. Back to volcano chasing, I was getting annoyed. The volcanic activity kept getting pushed back, and then a report said it might even erupt on Sunday when we expected to leave Wednesday. On Thursday evening, we saw some strong activity and were on high alert. My friend said we should sleep early in case we had to wake up early. We woke up at 1:30 a.m. and it showed Kilauea glowing. So we drove from Hilo in our Airbnb to the Volcano National Park in the middle of the night. You might think we were the only ones there, but actually, this was Devastation Trail parking lot at 2 a.m. There was some activity, but it was going down again, so we slept in our car in the parking lot. We woke up at 7:30 and scouted the Devastation Trail. We could see it was smoking, so eruption was close. Along the way there, we chatted with a person. They said they actually stayed up all night, hoping it would erupt, and she was now leaving to get food. I went to Volcano House, a restaurant, hotel, shopping area with good Wi-Fi and electrical outlets, coffee that had a perfectly clear view of Kilauea from the far end. While my friend took the car and waited at Devastation Trail. And at 2 p.m., it started. It flowed, it flowered, it was gushing and smoking. I was still working when this happened, but crowds began to emerge. People were celebrating, people were busting out the cannons,
And there was a lady with an ukulele.
It seemed like a significant event for many. I didn't want my friend to risk losing their parking lot, so after work, I walked to Devastation Trail for about 1 hour and 10 minutes. I tried hitchhiking along the way, but it didn't work. I don't think I showed enough skin. I finally reached the Devastation Trail at 6 p.m. Cars were overflowing, people were everywhere, and by people, I mean Chinese tourists mostly, because everyone and their mama was speaking Mandarin. It was a great place to see so many Chinese tourists exploring an exotic and rough place like this because I usually see them on tour buses going to tourist traps. We took a ton of amazing photos. I also enjoyed just watching lava gush out. It was simply spectacular to be there, witnessing the beauty of nature. It was so unpredictable, yet so majestic. And after the whole week of working from Airbnbs, wearing the same pants, smelling like sweat and smoke, this sight was absolutely worth it. This trip is an adventure I will remember when I'm an old man. I learned a couple of valuable lessons from this trip. 1, I can't plan for everything, but there's always things I can plan for. 2, sometimes it's the difficulty of finding something that makes it worth it. And 3, always pack more underwear than you need.